What is up? This is World of Tanks FORTNITES. I'm just kidding. Pro tip here, if you mouse over the minimap, you can use your scroll wheel to zoom in and out of the map. Basically, this is a 30v30 attack defense, and basically 10 versus 10 divided to 3 zones. So there is zone A, which is where I'm at right now. The middle is zone B, and then you have zone C on the far right of the map. Now this game mode has been running for like 2 weeks now, and it's being received very well from the World of Tanks community for a number of reasons, which we will go into very shortly. First of all, we need to knock down these trees so that it provides a bit of camouflage when we shoot into the defense cap. We are trying to defend this A cap zone. These guys are trying to cap, we need to shoot them. I'm in the Progetto with very slow shell velocity in my AP shells. And actually this game mode is so well received that I believe it could be a catalyst for a long overdue rebranding of World of Tanks. That's right, you heard it here first. They could just as well rename World of Tanks to Frontlines, and maybe perhaps center everything around this new and exciting game mode. If you're new to the game or new to this game mode, you could jump straight in, and after a couple of games you would get the hang of this mode like quite easily. I jumped in without going through any of the official literature, and I found the UI was pretty intuitive, and it was easy to pick up almost instantly, and I had no problems adapting. Like after a few games I completely understood what was going on. Now of course this, if you didn't know, this game is only in a tier 8 mode. I'm gonna take a hit here for my troubles, but I guess it was worth it. Done over 1,000 damage, so not too bad. Oh, by the way, in case you didn't know, there are repair zones for both the attacking and the defense team. You can fall back and look for your repair zones. Sit in there for like a few seconds and your tank will be completely restocked with your repair kit, your first aid kit, your shells will be fully stocked again. So if you take some damage, like you're down to half health or quarter health, you can drive back to those. Oh my god, take some damage again. I need to go for repair pretty soon. But anyway, back to explaining the game. This mode is open to everyone, including those without tier 8 tanks. That means without exception, this mode is open to everyone, even new guys that just signed in and started a brand new World of Tanks account and they don't have any tier 8s, because you're gonna get free rentals in your garage in the form of the T44 and the T32, but they will have the initial FL attached to the tank model. So it's a T44 FL and a T32 FL, and of course the FL stands for Frontline Losers. You can identify the noobs immediately just from the FL tags. That's if you want to know anyway. Anyway, if you already had a bunch of tier 8s and you're grinding multiple lines of tanks, here's your opportunity to gain lots of XP and lots of crew XP. You can basically grind up all your tier 8s and get enough XP to research your tier 9s during this 1 month period. Of course, this mode has already been running for about 2 weeks now, so you have another 2 weeks to do this. It's not a problem. I have a lot of problems shooting fast tanks from a distance because I'm not shooting APCR shells. These are AP shells, standard standard shells, because I am cheap and I want to earn as much credits as possible. So I have to contend with low velocity AP shells. So anyway, back to what I was saying, my hope is that Wargaming realizes how good this game mode is, and I hope they make this game mode a permanent feature. This game mode also has, I used my artillery there and I think I managed to kill that guy. Excellent. This game mode also has a positive economy, which means everybody earns credits almost. Now we've lost the A zone because they have managed to cap it out. As you can see, it's buzzing red now. I need to get out of that zone. Now I could fall back on my same line, or I could drive across here to the B zone, and which is exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to go to their repair zone because they haven't been overrun yet, which means I am free to repair without being harassed by any of the attacking team members. So I decided to repair here, and then I'm going to head back to my zone and try to catch those guys that are trying to advance. So right now I am in the B zone, which is the middle lane, and I'm going to drive back to the A zone, which is on the left side of the minimap where I was playing from before, and I'm going to try and shoot these guys that are advancing. I'm going to track this WZ Alpine and unload on him. I'm going to back off and see if I can get reload in time to get the kill shot on him. And I do. Bear with me here as I try to explain this game mode and keep up with the gameplay at the same time. Now we were talking about the positive economy. With regards to positive economy, this game mode allows you to use your personal boosters. Oh, I'm gonna unload on this guy. I'm waiting for my clip to fully load, and a 1 shot, 2 shot. I want to reload before I shoot him again, but I want to try and ram him and keep him, do a little bit of damage and keep him in place. But someone else finishes him off just as well. Anyway, your clan boosters also work, your personal boosters also work, and they can work together and stack up, which means you can absolutely make massive amounts of credits and XP if you use your personal reserves together with your clan boosters. Now by the end of this game, I'm going to see 13,000 XP on this game alone, and just on my free XP alone, my free XP is 1,045 just for this game, and that's because I've stacked up my free XP boosters along with my clan boosters, and I'll show it to you at the end of the game. But again, everyone, different strokes for different folks. You can play this mode for many different reasons, like I mentioned earlier, if you want to grind up your XP for your current tier 8 tanks that you have in the garage, you haven't researched enough XP to get into tier 9, so you can use them to play in this mode. Or like me, you just want to earn lots of XP, lots of free XP, lots of credits, and just want to have fun. Now I'm going to snap onto the map now because I died there. Now I am contemplating, from here I'm contemplating what tank I'm going to pick and which lane I'm deciding to go in. Now as you can see, I am right now in the center, in the A lane, and I've decided to switch to the B lane, and I'm going to pick out the FV4202. Now the only 3 tanks that I'm using is the Progetto, FV4202, and the Defender, and that's because I don't have the Lorraine and the T44-100. I would totally use the T44-100 and the Lorraine if I had them, together with the Progetto. The FV4202 isn't a bad tank either, and by the way, as you can see, I have the special camo for completing this. Let me explain how you get the camo again. You get the camo, you get 3 sets of camo if each time you complete this mode and rank up 30 times. Every time you rank up 30 ranks, what you do is you reset it, and you go and you get a free emblem, and you get the first set of camo. I've done it 3 times, so I've got 3 sets of camos. This is my 4th round, you could say. And after my 4th round, once I completed the 4th round with ranking up 30 times, I will also get 1,000 bonds. So you get a lot of prizes in terms of bonds, camos, you get emblems, lots of credits, lots of free XP. What can I say? This is like the best thing Wargaming has ever come up with. Once again, as I was mentioned earlier, I play this game mode and try to be as efficient as possible. Efficient means, for me, it's making lots of XP and lots of credit. So I'm going to be shooting mostly AP rounds. I do have a little bit of APCR in the FP4-202 just in case I need to shoot any kind of defenders frontally. I'll need those APCRs, or shooting, resetting the cap from a distance. APCR helps a lot because you don't lose the penetration over distance. Now this mode is also great if you just want to practice your skills. And as you can see right now, I have a circle around me. This is one of the combat reserves that you can apply. On this tank I have the combat reserves called what's it called again? It's called hang on, let me think. Right, I got it. It's called Inspire, and it lasts for I don't know, a minute or something like that. What does Inspire? Look at that circle. Anything inside, any kind of ally tanks inside the Inspire circle that I have created here, you will benefit from their XP, which means if they shoot anything and get some damage, you will also gain some XP at their not at their expense. They still get their XP, but you get bonus XP on top of that, which means you will earn XP a lot quicker. And when you earn XP a lot quicker, your rank goes up. As you can see, I am Sergeant right now. You start off with private rank, you do some damage, and right now what I'm doing is pushing these trees to give me additional. This is my fallback position, so I'm pushing those trees to get some additional foliage for to increase my camo rating when I snipe them from a distance. Now, as I was saying, you rank up by your sergeant, and then after that you become lieutenant, and then you become major, and then the last rank is general. Now, the reason you want to rank up and get your sergeant and your major and your general up is because your XP multiplies with the amount of ranking you do. So that is very important for you to remember. The quicker you rank up, and the more XP you will gain at the end of the game. Now, as I was saying, if you just want to practice your skills without fear of hurting your win rate stats or losing credits, when you lose the game, you don't earn any credits when you're playing randoms. You can actually earn lots of credits even when you lose in this mode. It does not punish losers with low credits or low XP. Even when you lose this game, you can still earn lots of XP because the XP is based on how far you ranked during the game. Right now I'm Sergeant, and I'm about to rank up as soon as I gain a little bit of XP by either shooting someone or spotting someone. As you can see, I ranked up to lieutenant now from sergeant because I spotted that guy and someone shot him or something like that, or maybe I did some damage to him. I guess the only real losers in this game would be players that did not rank up, i.e. did not do any damage, did not do any spotting. Basically, if you don't do anything, then you don't really deserve to earn any credits or XP, I guess. If you didn't complete any of their objectives, then you're gonna lose out. But my guess is, I think probably about 90% of the players come out of this game ahead in terms of credits. Not many people lose in this game. if you lost in this game, you're probably a bot or you AFK'd or something disconnected or something like that. Anyway, I'm thinking about trying to help out this 252U, but instead of going to the front, I'm going to come around the back because I don't want to take any damage if possible. But thankfully he managed to deal with that tank all on his own, which means that I can go back to my position again and try to get more spotting damage done. Now I feel this game mode captures the essence of what World of Tanks truly aspires to be in a solid MMO. This is the epitome of a good MMO. It's very much a solo game style. You basically go in alone and you do the best that you can. Now of course you can still platoon with your friends, but to be honest with you, your platoon can hardly be any kind of significant influence on the outcome of the game, just because of the sheer size of the map. You notice that this map is absolutely ginormous. I think it is like me, I'm not sure if it's 6 times or 9 times bigger than the normal map, but it's huge. And with the large amount of players, 30 on each side, it's really difficult to deal with. Even if you're some kind of Unicum platoon, your impact on this game it's going to be negligible. No Unicum platoon, I mean in my experience anyway, I've noticed that even the Unicum platoons can hardly have any kind of huge impact on this mode. Like in randoms, when you have like 3 Unicum platoons, they can really make a big impact on their team and a big impact on the outcome, which is why you see a lot of Unicums that platoon, they have like over 70% win rate in their stats. I mean, that's not impossible, but most of them do it by platooning, unless you're someone like some. Of course, there are exceptions out there. There are a lot of really good players out there that can achieve 70% win rate solo, but a lot of them don't. They do this by platooning. But in this game mode, it kind of negates the OP platoon, if you know what I mean. Another fact that many people have overlooked in this game mode is the absence of XVM. I don't think XVM works in this game mode. What a joy it is. I have XVM installed and I can't see any XVM stats in my game. Here is one of the repair depots that I'm in right now. Once you're repaired, you get resupplied with all the your shells and your repair kit and your what's that, med kit. Of course, you need med kit and repair kit in your depot in order for them to resupply. If you don't have any more inside, then you can't do anything. Now, as you can see, I'm from the middle lane, which is the B zone, and I am migrating back to the left side of the map, which is the A and D zones. I'm going back there because we've lost the initiative on the A and D caps. We have been capped out, and because we are defending, I need to get back there and try to slow these guys down as much as possible. I've done a fair amount of damage, as you can see, and I have ranked up to captain right now. And what I need to do is try to do as much damage as possible without taking any damage as well. So I'm trying to be a bit cautious here because I know there's a bunch of guys down on the A zone which are going to be rushing forward to try to advance their objective, which is to destroy 3 out of the 5. I think we have 5 naval guns at our base, which is in the northern side of the map. It is marked 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are actually 5 naval guns. They look like guns from the ships, from the destroyers and stuff like that. and the attacking team needs to destroy 3 out of 5 in order to win. Now I'm with the STRV, I'm trying to back him up by killing these guys. I've got my Inspire thing on to try to keep the STRV alive. It does help with a bit of a quicker reload. I've decided to use my last shot to kill this guy before I go down, and see if I can get one more shot off before I die. These projectiles are unloading on me, and now both my tanks are locked. No, actually, just the FV is locked. Now you have 3 tanks to choose from. If you have all 3 of them locked, you need to wait. There is a cooldown period. So if you die too quickly, you're gonna get all 3 tanks locked, and you're gonna have to wait until a new tank respawns for you to choose. Now I've decided to go to the right side of the map to defend the F initiative, and I'm in my projectile again. Now if you're an experienced player, you can still be able to identify the good players and the not so good players, but the only way you can do that is by looking at their clan tags or their ranked season badges that they might have displayed together with their name. That's the only way you can tell if they're any good. I'm in my projectile unloading on this T-32 FL, I think it is, and I've taken 2 shots there. I shouldn't have taken as much damage as I did. I need to be thinking about getting into a resupply. Now it looks like we're going to lose this cap as well, and I'm thinking about running away right now because there is no way I can make it in time to defend this cap zone anyway. So what I'm going to do is try to run away and get into a repair depot as quickly as I can. I'm making my way there. I know there's a GF coming up here, and I snapshot and I do connect there, and I rank up to major. This is the second to last rank, which means I am accelerating my XP very well indeed. Now when the enemy caps out and gets more time, that's what happens when you cap out. You get more time to complete your objective if you're the attacking team, and that's not a bad thing for the defending team as well. It's not a bad thing for me, because when they cap out on the F cap, that also buys 5 minutes of extra time for me to rank up from, like right now I'm in a major. It gives me another few minutes to do enough damage to rank up to general status. Now if I get to general status, that's times 1200% XP, which explains why at the end of this game I get 13,000 XP and 1045 free XP. Oh, this projectile is looking at me. I'm gonna take a bit of damage, but I'll try to do some damage before I make a run for it. Oh no, I'm tracked, and I've already used my repair kit. This is not good. I'm dead. Now as you can see, I've used up 2 out of my 3 tanks. This is my last tank. If I get killed before the next tank respawns, I'm not going to be able to respawn again. I have to wait for a long time. So right now I'm going to respawn again in my defender, and I'm going to stay on this lane, which is the C and F line, because the enemy has almost reached the objective 4 and 5. So what I'm going to do is sit close to the 4 and 5 what guns are the naval guns. I'm going to sit close to them and try to defend them. Now, as you can see, the objective 4 is being attacked, which means the naval gun number 4 is taking damage from these guys. So what I'm going to do is try to... It doesn't matter if we win or lose right now, but I doubt they have enough time. As you can see on the clock, there is less than 3 minutes on the clock left, and they already killed. They've already got one of their 3 objectives, which means they need to destroy 2 more naval guns in 2 minutes, which I think is not possible anymore at this time. So which means my general rank is all but secure. All I need to do is try to survive as long as I can, and this is a perfect tank to do it. The 252 Defender is an excellent tank for armor, and it can bounce a lot of shells, it can take a lot of damage, and it can do like 400 damage per shot as well. So what I'm gonna do is try to get a couple more shots into the enemy. I'm gonna try and shoot this. Yes, well done. One more shot and I will rank up to general. We've lost another objective, which means they need to destroy 1 more of the naval guns in order to win this game, but they only have less than 1 minute to do it, and I need 1 more connecting shot. I just need 1 more shot to connect to get my general rank. I'm gonna see if I can shoot this T-32, but he's got quite a good angle there. I could bounce, but this Alpine Tiger is showing me his pike nose flat towards me, and I connect and get the general rank. It's GG for me. I've made general. There's no time for them to close out this game anymore, because there's only like 20 seconds and they can't do enough damage to. And there you go, one of my tanks has respawned, which means I can select it now. The FV4202 is available for me to select, and I'll see if I can get into that. I don't even think I have enough time to get into this game. This game is only 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. The game is over. We win. And that's GG. Let's take a look at the results, and you will be able to see. Look at the amount of. I'm top on damage with the general rank, more than 12,000 damage. 12,000 is pretty normal, and I'll look at that amount of credits that I have earned. That's an insane amount of credits. 537,000. This is a good game, of course. I've got my, as you can see, my personal reserves on, which is giving me 50% towards credits, and whatever 200 extra towards, and this is some of the rewards that you get. And I also have my clan combat reserves on and crew training reserves on. Let's take a look at that results again. I'll show you how they stack up. 345,000 credits from this game, 172,000, which is 50% bonus from the personal reserves, and another 103,000 from the clan reserves bonus, whopping 537,000 credits, and over 1,000 free XP. That is insane amount of free XP just in one game. Totally worth it. And 2,911 XP from the no, hang on, that's not 2,900, was it? That was from one tank. But the total amount of XP that I got from this game was 13,101 XP. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're enjoying Frontlines as much as I have. I'll see you on the next video, man. Thanks for watching. Bye.